Hi, this is Paul from Back to La Tierra. This is number 4 in our series about measurements against drought or how to save water. We talked about the vetiver, we talked about the swales and about recycling of water. Today I want to show you what we do to improve the soil so it can hold more water. The key for your soil to hold more water is the percentage of organic matter in the soil. Organic matter can hold up 10 times its own weight of water. So that's extremely important. First of all, add compost. This is our compost pile, the Johnson Sioux composting method. It takes a year to finish, but this is a great way to increase the percentage of organic matter in your soil. This is Johnson Sioux compost, as I mentioned, and it's, in my opinion, the best compost you can make. We'll add an extra episode of how we do that in another video. Another way to save water is make sure that your soil, your ground, your land is always covered, either with mulch, I'm going to explain that now, or with plants. You can imagine it gets easily over 40 degrees here in summer, and the surface temperature can rise up to 60, 70, maybe even 80 degrees Celsius. It dries out completely and kills all the microlife in the first centimeters. So, like I said, either with plants or with mulch. These are plants covering the surface, and this is mulch. We have a thick layer of leaves here, and it keeps the soil moist. And mulch doesn't only work in your orchard, but it works also perfectly in your vegetable garden. Like here, again, a thick layer of mulch to keep it moist, and eventually the mulch will decompose and also add more organic material to your soil. In nature and in permaculture, every element in your system has several functions. And each of those functions can be taken over by another element. That makes the whole thing, nature and a permaculture garden, very resilient. I mentioned biochar that we add to the compost, and the biochar we make in this stove. So this stove is a perfect example of two complete different functions. Obviously it heats the house, but secondly it produces biochar, which improves the compost, which improves the soil. Once a day I make a fire here, and before I do that I put this in the stove with cane, and the next day I have this beautiful biochar. Now this biochar is only carbon. There's nothing left of any other material in this cane. It's very porous on a microscopical level, and it's the perfect housing for microorganisms. So this is a very good way to your soil, and again to add more organic material to your soil so it can keep more water. So make sure that your soil is like a sponge by adding organic matter in whatever way possible. It's the compost with the biochar and the mulching or the plants, and that makes sure that your soil stays humid, stays moist. Thank you for watching, and our next episode will be about a very interesting topic about a dry toilet. See you then.